But it's also really important to me that I share with you not only the really good, exciting moments, but also like the little blips where I just don't feel great. I think that's really important that you see me as a human being because I think a lot of people don't. So I don't know. I want that disclaimer out.
It was meant to be her comeback, a gritty, high-stakes drama crafted to erase the Snow White disaster and rebrand Rachel Zegler as serious, bankable talent.
All the people who are up in my DMs trying to guess what character I'm playing, I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to answer your DMs. If you have any opinions, I don't want to hear.
But instead, the entire production just shut down. Not delayed, not restructured, shut down mid-shoot. And the whispers all point in one direction. Rachel Zegler was the problem again.
I'm like so ready to just throw my phone away. I don't know when it's gonna happen, but I know it's gonna happen.
The studio scrambled to call it a scheduling conflict, but insiders say that's a flat-out lie. According to multiple crew members, the set had been unraveling for weeks. Shouting matches, eye rolls caught on camera, and at least one assistant director reportedly threatening to walk out unless something changed. And at the center of it all, Rachel, allegedly combative, dismissive, and completely out of touch with the tension she was fueling.
I don't want people to see me as ungrateful or anything like that. I was nervous that that's what this makes me look like.
Sources say it didn't start with one dramatic outburst. It started subtly with scoffs during line readings, late arrivals with iced coffee in hand, and a general attitude like she was too good to be there. One veteran lighting tech said, "She made it feel like we were lucky to work with her, not the other way around."
I'm gonna be on a talk show tonight and I'm gonna talk shit about them on the talk show. Talking shit on the talk show. This is the one time in my life where if you have something to say, I don't want to.
But it didn't stay subtle for long. Crew members claim Rachel began demanding massive script changes halfway through filming. Changes that clashed with the original story arc. She allegedly tried rewriting scenes to better fit her image, not the character.
I have nothing interesting to say. I look insane. Everyone's ignoring my phone call. Whatever, it's chill. I don't even care.
And when the director gave her some light notes, you know, basic stuff like hit your mark and tone down the delivery, she reportedly exploded. Witnesses say she raised her voice, accused the director of undermining her talent, and then stormed off the set in full costume while the cameras were rolling.
That she believes that she should be able to express herself and speak her truth or whatever nonsense, regardless of the consequences to everybody else.
That's when insiders say everything started collapsing. The crew's morale tanked overnight. A supporting actor, someone insiders say was key to the entire emotional arc, refused to film another scene with Rachel until a mediator was brought in. The makeup team started rotating shifts just to avoid her trailer. One assistant described it like this: "It became a walking PR nightmare."
There's people to trouble, alright? You can't check in. You're not an adult.
And the worst part? Rachel reportedly acted like none of it was her fault. She told people she was being targeted, misunderstood, and disrespected, even as the production crumbled around her. But here's where the story turns from chaotic to catastrophic. This wasn't just some indie film quietly falling apart. This was a major studio project positioned to redeem Rachel's image after months of backlash over Snow White. Instead, it did the opposite. It proved every rumor right. The diva behavior, the script meddling, the uncoachability. She didn't just fumble the comeback, she set it on fire.
I don't want people to see me in a weakened state.
Zegler's career now looking like it is seriously on live sports.
And while all of this was playing out behind the scenes, the internet was doing what it does best, digging receipts. Reddit threads exploded, meme accounts had a field day, and the phrase "she's not unlucky, she's unlikable" started trending. Because after two high-profile meltdowns, people started connecting the dots.
I did not like Snow White. The reason why is that the actress that plays Snow White, she acts like a bitch all the time.
Weird. So we'll see. You'll see. Yeah. Weird.
But Rachel, she didn't go quiet. She didn't reflect. She went live on Instagram, hoodie on, sarcasm dialed up to 10, and ranted. Not a formal statement, not a studio-approved apology, just Rachel eye-rolling and mocking the situation while fans in the comments watched in disbelief. Everyone's ignoring my calls. Whatever, it's chill. Except it wasn't chill. It was reckless. Because allegedly, Rachel broke her NDA. Multiple sources claimed she violated non-disparagement clauses by talking trash about the production while it was still filming. Lawyers were reportedly brought in, frame by frame, to dissect her live stream. Why? Because if she breached her contract, the studio could cut her loose without a full reshoot. And rumor is that's exactly what they're planning.
I'm the happiest person in the world. It's really not about the love story at all, which is really, really wonderful.
Like, who has been the most exciting person for you tonight?
Oh my god, but took the words out of my mouth. But stop.
I'm a narcissist. I will elbow everyone out of here. It's Hollywood, baby.
What an idiot I've been as a young person in this industry who has no filter and no idea what she's doing.
I don't need your business.
Even insurance providers are said to be spooked because when a lead actor becomes the biggest liability on set, you don't just lose time, you lose millions. And Hollywood doesn't take that kind of risk lightly.
Rachel Zegler was supposed to believe is just so striking that even the supermodel like Gal Gadot is supposed to be homicidically jealous of her. I mean, we're supposed to completely suspend our disbelief.
They're pretending like Rachel Zegler is the first of them all when she looks like Lord Farquaad in the film.
All of Andrew's scenes could get cut. Who knows? It's Hollywood, baby.
This girl does not deserve a feature-length film.
Worse, the silence has started, the kind that only happens when the industry's cutting ties. No director stepping up to defend her, no stylist reposting old photos, not even a vague, "we support Rachel" tweet. Just nothing. And in this town, radio silence speaks volumes.
Everything I do, people will wait in line.
And if you think that silence is accidental, think again. Hollywood leaks everything, except when lawyers are involved, except when everyone's been quietly advised to back away. Even her own PR team hasn't posted a thing. Not a statement, not a tweet, not even a recycled red carpet. The same people who once called her a rising star now won't touch her name with a 10-foot pole.
Who's the Disney character you identify with most? Mickey, Nemo, Peter Pan, or Dumbo? Dumbo. That's sad. But
And here's where things get even darker. The fallout isn't just personal, it's professional. A rising actress once attached to a future Rachel Zegler project has reportedly backed out, citing creative differences. Translation: I'm not going down with that ship.
What would you say to those who are just kind of overly critiquing the film at this point? You've worked so hard on it.
Hold on.
All right.
Agents are now warning clients not to be seen with her, not on red carpets, not at parties, not even in the background of a paparazzi shot. Why? Guilt by association. Because when an actress goes from Hollywood's next big thing to a walking HR risk in under 2 years, everyone starts protecting their own brand.
Can also be having the greatest time and simultaneously wishing people would stop sending you death.
The new movie Rachel was set to headline. Well, that casting call just reopened. The studio isn't saying why, but behind the scenes, insiders believe it's no coincidence. Some believe she's already being replaced, just without the headline. And it's not just film roles. A major fashion brand that had Rachel lined up for a spring campaign scrubbed her image, wiped from the promo deck like she was never part of it. That's not PR damage control, that's full-on erasure.
I don't know if I've ever explained before. I was cast in West Side Story on January 9th, 2019. 1919, so nice. A lucky number. It probably interests no one, but it's interesting to me, so bye.
Because in Hollywood, when they're done with you, they don't send a memo. They forget you existed.
Shouldn't be commercials, but I'm gonna do it anyway because I have no self-control. Sorry. Like, to be honest, wrong. You have to be nice to me, and I'm an adult.
But this isn't just a Rachel problem anymore. It's a ripple effect. Other Gen Z stars are reportedly being re-evaluated. Executives are digging through old interviews, checking for red flags, reworking contracts to include behavioral clauses. Not because they hate authenticity, but because they're terrified of another Zegler-level implosion. One casting director told a trade magazine, off the record of course, she made activism look bratty. Now studios are spooked. And that's not just bad for Rachel, that's bad for every young actress who actually knows how to handle a mic without detonating a project. So what's next? Best case scenario. The studio Frankenstein stitches together a half-salvageable version of the movie and quietly releases it on a streaming platform. Worst case, the project dies in legal limbo and Rachel's name gets quietly removed from every future shortlist in town. Because this isn't a comeback story anymore, this is a cautionary tale. And the most brutal part, Rachel doesn't seem to get it. She's still posting, still smirking, still spinning. No apology, no accountability. So now we ask the question everyone is thinking, is Rachel Zegler's career officially over? Let us know what you think in the comments. And if you made it this far, you already know the next video on your screen is even wilder.